You're
What's
beautiful.
that?
You're beautiful. It's true.
Yup.
Second episode of the new year, 2021. This is Jos.
This is Jos Beefy. And once again, it's me, Javi. The job's in there.
You don't have to announce it to the world, Javi.
You guys already did.
No, we didn't.
Now you're going to make us look like a bad employer, huh?
Dude, man, we honestly were thinking of not even mentioning it this episode, and you just decided to screw it up.
Right?
And an episode of episodes. This is Eater's Digest.
Yep.
So feel free if you have to do number 2, go ahead and pause it and hold until you're on the toilet, because this is the perfect place to do that. See, Reader's Digest used to be some toiletry read. We're in the new age, new era, technology. Now you can listen to podcasts. So this is Eater's Digest, where we talk about anything and everything. Today we'll be focusing on pet peeves. What really irks us? What gets under our skin?
And we like to welcome you back from your poop or your Zoom meeting. And like Ho said, this is a episode of Eater's Digest. Pet peeves.
Pet
Pet peeves, which when I first came to Mexico, from Mexico, I was like, what's pet peeves? I thought I had to do something with animals.
I did too, actually.
You know?
And I was born in Miami, so...
I was like, what's the pet peeves? Is that just like how many pets you have? You know? I didn't even have pets till I was older.
We should have done the history, or the homework, on where this pet peeves come from. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's like the things that would bug you about your pets.
I mean, was peeves like the ultimate annoying pet?
Yeah.
Like there was a pet somewhere, whether it be a cat, a dog, a chameleon, some lizard. And it was the most annoying ones. So like, what's your pet peeve?
Or back in the day, they had weird pets too, like you said. Chameleons. They had llamas. They had the first meal. Imagine the first meal, dude. Whoever had the first meal.
Are you saying mule?
Yeah.
Like the hybrid between a donkey and a horse?
Yep. Wouldn't that be weird, dude?
That would be weird.
It's like, what is this?
It can't even
Did
breed.
the donkey and the...
They're like trying to make it have sex and it won't breed.
Okay, now, do they have a penis? Javi, can you check? Or do you know, Hus, if they have a penis?
I'm sure they have to have reproductive organs.
No, mules can't breed.
Yeah,
Well,
I thought they were hermaphrodites.
Yeah, they can't breed, but
No, they'll have them. They'll have a genitalia.
yeah,
Yeah.
They have the genitals?
yeah,
Yeah.
but they just can't breed.
Oh.
They're incompetent. Not up here. I mean, up here and
Dude, honestly,
Down
like, people talk about unicorns, like, you have a ghetto unicorn in the meal.
you
and
do.
people don't give it props.
It's the Kroger
to
version.
the beauty of life, dude.
It's
Is that
the
your pet
Kroger
peeve?
version.
People not giving props.
Give the freaking underdog the credit, huh? Beautiful creature.
That's why
dude.
they're stubborn. They're not stubborn. They just want their props.
Basically, it's a unicorn, and that's what it would actually look like if it happened.
And unicorns can't breed either.
Yep.
Dude, man, I think they say. I'm not sure. This is what they've been told. This is what I've been told. I think they say it in Lord of the Rings. The only way unicorn can be born is if it eats an insane amount of beans, and then it just has the runs, and deposits roughly about maybe 7.38 pounds of fecal matter. And then, you know how a phoenix rises from its ashes? That's where the unicorn rises from, is the poop. But I think I read that in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mexican version, but do you want to start it off with your first pet peeve and see what we got that's bugging us? And this is 2021, so we're letting all this out in the air so we can vent.
Yeah, we'll vent at the beginning of the year so you don't hear us complaining throughout the whole 2020 like everybody did.
Yep. We're just airing it out right
Which
now.
also, this won't be one of mine, but I did hate throughout 2020. We're all in this together. Like we had a choice.
That's your pet peeve?
That's one of mine. I mean,
We're all in this together.
yeah.
That was a top.
No shit, dude.
Dude, it sounds
Right?
like they're just trying to bring back High School Musical, right? That stupid ass dance.
They're
We're
waiting for
all in this
everybody to break
together.
out.
You have done nothing for me to feel like we're now close and doing anything different.
Yeah. Plus, my neighbor's a neo-Nazi. Well, I'm not in it with him. I don't want him on my team.
You don't want him to be on your team.
Yeah, dude. Screw you guys. You don't want my own team, you know?
Yeah, but on to my actual list, we'll provide 5. I think Javi might have 2 or 3.
I'll throw some in there.
Well, he might throw a couple in, but I dislike with a passion when people are like, there is no such thing as a stupid question. Yes, there is.
Oh, any stupid
Absolutely
question,
is.
or it's a unanswered question or whatever, huh?
Yeah, no, yeah. The dumbest question is the question not asked.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Stupid.
Not true at all. Sometimes it's smart to not ask it. And mine are even just for basic things. Let's say you're with a group of friends, and one of the friends goes off, and this is a personal experience, right? And I know we've all watched Harry Potter before. Many, many, many times. To the point where some of these people in this group have it memorized. One person goes off, they do their own thing, they come back. The rest of the group is watching Harry Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban. And the person that had left comes back. Oh, what are you guys watching? How about you wait 30 seconds, see what's on the screen, because you've seen this before, and you'll know exactly what the fuck we're watching. You don't have to ask that. That's a stupid question.
Did you just not see Voldemort? You're going to ask me what we're watching?
And Voldemort's not in the third one, by the way.
God.
I don't even know if I think he might be mentioned. Yes, he is.
Sirius Black or whatever his name is.
Yes. But I mean, really, it's so selfish and ridiculous. You've already negatively impacted what could be possibly a good social interaction by asking that stupid question, that garbage question. Instead, start the conversation with something like, because I know that's usually what people want to do, right? They want to start a conversation. Well, you suck at it. Instead, be like, which is your favorite Harry Potter film? Do you think this? Do you think in the middle of a movie? Do you think this one is written well or directed? Like, ask a question that isn't obviously answered. Like if I'm eating a pizza out of a box and it's Little Caesars.
What kind of pizza are you eating?
I'm just gonna go with basic Little Caesars. Everyone recognizes it. The marketing is spot on. It says Little Caesars. It's a poor looking. Actually, it's orange and white now. But either way, it's very obvious. And if they see me eating out of a Little Caesars box, oh, is that Little Caesars? No, in fact, I decided I'd go to Little Caesars.
Yeah, that's not work.
Ask for an empty box. Instead, I decided to drive another 20 minutes across town, go to some local hipster bar, gastropub, have their pizza placed in my Little Caesars pizza box.
Because they're eco-friendly. Yep, and
that's what I did. So no, this isn't Little Caesars. I'm glad you asked that.
That translates to, can I have some of your pizza?
Yeah, just ask me that. Hey, can I have some pizza? Yeah. Good, we can avoid all that nonsense. Not because you asked a stupid question, you will not partake of this pizza.
Yeah, fuck off. Dude, that's a good one.
Yeah, I get so mad about, like, just get to the point.
What you eating there? Chicken wings?
Oh, no. Now that you asked, these are cauliflower wings, but you couldn't tell the difference now, could you?
God, dude.
Yeah, there are stupid questions.
Okay, well, I'm going to go for my first one. I'm going to go old naked men at the gym. You know? It's like, dude, I'm like 5, and I'm going to go to the freaking the fitness center. I go there, dude, I got a fucking turkey. It's like, what are we skinning a turkey now, dude? What's going on with this? This guy's balls are all the way down to his knees. What, did he catch herpes? Like, I just got done watching the introduction to my penis video yesterday, and I'm watching this guy with his penis all the way down to his foot, dude. I didn't even know what body part that was, you know? I thought they were teaching me the wrong body parts in school, dude. But they always have that old guy, you know? Even when I grew, when you're older, even now, you know, our generation, or you go to the gym now, you can have like your towel on and you throw your underwear on under your towel or whatever. So but there's, you know, like, it's always the old guys. It's just like he's been sitting naked for so long. He's already dry after the shower.
Yeah, that my issue isn't necessarily them being naked. Like, I get it, you have to change. The issue is their inability to move the process forward.
Yeah, so they're just like sitting there,
and they want to strike up a conversation, and they just spread their legs and sit forward like this,
and they have their towel over like their head or something, like their shoulder, or
yeah,
they just
and their war-torn testicles looking like turkey waddles, the thing that just hangs off their nose, just chilling there, just between their legs.
They make this face.
Yeah, no sense of urgency whatsoever.
And then they ignore that, like, kids are walking by you. It's like, dude, I'm freaking 2 years old, dude.
They're trying to tell you stories.
Hey. You know, it's like, geez, dude. Their puddles already, you don't even know if they peed themselves or it's just like the puddle that they just got back from the jacuzzi.
That actually does bother me too.
You know?
They just sit there.
Yeah, the puddle's under there.
And then they
are you melting? This guy's been here so long. He was a 20-year-old. I came back. Now he's like 800 years old. He melted into the freaking concrete, dude.
Oh. So then they get offended. You don't want to look at them when they're talking to you.
And they like want you to look. They're going like, oh. oh, you know?
Yeah, do you think it's their way of just maybe they understand they're old and no one's gonna report them for that, so it's their way to just kind of bother people, like to get under them, like on under their skin, like on purpose. I know this is gonna make them uncomfortable, so I'm just gonna do it.
That's the only
You
way
think
that we're
that's-
gonna get under their skin because they got so much fucking skin, dude.
It's true.
But yeah, I don't like those guys.
Maybe they just want a free, testicular cancer exam.
And they never had any sign. Well, I guess back then, you can grab people by the pussy. I guess you can chill naked at the locker room, dude.
So that's
but
the least of their worries for
you
sure.
know? So yeah, they never had a sign when you were a kid. It's like, hey, don't. If you're a 60 and older, freaking bag it up, dude. I only want to see young naked people in here, dude.
Yeah, I thought indecent exposure was an actual crime, but doesn't seem to apply in locker rooms.
Nope. What stays in its locker room talk. But that's my first one.
Javi, do you want to chime in, or are you still gonna give it some time?
I'll give it some time.
Any comments? Any questions about old men or?
No, I do remember one time. I don't know if you were there. One old guy just apologized. He's like, "Sorry, guys," and slowly fucking crept to his towel or whatever.
Well, I mean, the guy at least had the decency to apologize beforehand, so he was aware that this is going to be uncomfortable, and so I mean, I think that's fair game.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the ones, just like he said,
just
they
blatantly
shower,
Yeah.
they
sit
have
there.
the towel, they're sitting on the towel,
They're air drying.
but they
basically.
refuse to like wrap it up. They're just
Yeah.
chilling on the towel.
Just air drying.
Yeah, this isn't the place for rest and recovery, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Go home or go to your retirement home, wherever it is you're going from, but
Not the gym, dude.
not the gym. Number 2 for me, when people say, this is a new thing, I think maybe in the past 2 to 3 years, this is my truth. This is my truth. No shit, Sherlock. Every experience and opinion you have is your truth. That's what a human that's life. Your reality is bound to your individual experience and knowledge. That therefore becomes your truth. So, and people use it because they want to sound like very deep and like
Yeah.
poetic. Don't say your truth. We know
You can't
it's
live
your
my
experience,
truth.
right? Imagine like
My hardships.
you know who should be mad at that? I mean, and I don't want to poke fun, but think of people that have really gone through real shit. Like right now, I mean, the probably the biggest generation of war it's like the Vietnam veterans, right? Imagine one of them talking to you like that. You wouldn't take them seriously. Yeah, I was sitting in Vietnam and I was talking to the locals, and this is my truth. They're really great people and blah 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 blah. Like they go off on their story. You would completely discredit their story. But somehow now this new age of people, they think saying this is my truth is so deep and pure, and it's not. It's just whatever. It's any experience. Just tell me the story. If you're gonna start off with this is my truth, you've lost me. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm gonna walk away.
Yep.
It irks me to no end.
Yeah, and then this is my truth. That's you mentioned like the people from the war. That's now the old guy that's just sitting there naked. That's his truth.
That's his truth.
Yeah, he doesn't let it out. He just sits there.
My truth is you can't report me for indecent exposure. This is the Boston gym.
So there's his truth.
The shower's 20 feet away.
breeding
I'm allowed
pervert.
to let it hang.
Yep.
This is my truth.
So that's what you started there, Karens. Okay?
Oh God!
Freaking
Stop
dirty
saying this is
freaking
my
women.
truth.
And men, I mean. So let's see. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna switch mine up since we're talking about people right now. I'm gonna talk about
Mine are all about people.
All of them are people.
No,
adult.
it might not be. Mine are all involved people.
So I'm gonna go with adults that make infants do their jobs. Okay, so it's like
I mean, every parent.
there's like because every parent you're like, okay, hey, throw out the trash for me, or mop the floor or something like that. But then you get like the some parents that do something crazy. They got like a 4-year-old. It's like, hey, go and change your brother. Make sure his diaper's clean. Put shoes on him. Make sure he's showered. If not, I want you to give him a shower, and then put him in his baby seat, and then take him over to the neighbors, and then come back. We're gonna have you start dinner. And you're like, dude, he's 4. You know what I mean? Oh, he's very responsible. He's like just so wise. My kid, he's one of the smartest kids. It's like, what are you talking about? This poor fucking kid is traumatized. You're having him start a fire. Oh hey Johnny, come over here. Oh, my son's doing my oil change. He's 6. He really loves mechanics. No, he doesn't.
You forced him into this
forced
life.
him, you freaking weirdo.
These are the same people that get mad when said kid who they've through action made their contemporaries talk back to them or have an opinion that disagrees with them, and they voice it and they stick to it, and they're like, well, you should just listen to me because blah blah. You just made them your contemporary by having them do everything you should be doing.
And then you figure out when they're like 18 why they're in, on
Yeah,
a 40-day bender.
And there's a difference if they can like help out, because I understand you give them something to contribute.
Yeah.
But to your point, if they're running the house for you, that's an issue. Let them be kids. Look what happened to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He wasn't allowed to be a kid.
And then all he wanted was to be with kids after.
Yeah, that Neverland.
Yeah. Because he never had a chance to be a kid.
No.
So yeah, don't do that to your kids. Let them freaking be lazy. Let them do whatever they want. Give them a couple of responsibilities. This kid doesn't... I was on a Zoom meeting for work the other day. This lady's son was covering for her. I'm filling in for my mom. I'm 36 months old. That's what he said.
You know what? They're going to start calling those kids lazy Susans instead of that spinning thing now. Because Susan is the one that should have been on the meeting.
Yeah.
But Susan's so lazy, she had her kid Kevin on it.
R.I.P. to Kevin, dude.
Child labor laws, guys. As I look it up on a Samsung. Okay. I also dislike when people like to discredit something they disagree with as a social construct. Listen, you jackass. The entirety of the world is built on a social construct. Democracy, social construct. You gonna disagree with that?
Absolutely.
Internet,
yes.
it's a social construct. Everything is based off a social construct to enhance. The very language I am speaking, any language, was devised by a social construct. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? People are like, huh, marriage? Why would I get married? That's just a stupid social construct.
And then
monogamy, that's such a stupid... And I don't care. I do know people that are...
I'm above that.
Polyamorous or whatever.
Yeah.
But much to the point of the others, where they want to sound deep, and they want to sound like they're so ahead of everyone.
Christopher Columbus, cancel him.
Gosh, it's just this new age hipster wave that bothers me.
That's like...
You think you're smarter than all these other people that have lived before you in the 17th century?
Yeah.
You think that if you lived in that exact same time with their same experiences, that you'd be better than them? No, you wouldn't.
We have to erase them off the history books. All these people that came before us, God, dude.
And the thing is, they want people to learn from these mistakes, to your point of this history book thing. How are you supposed to learn if you don't know what the mistake was to begin with?
Just current times.
You're just going to erase history and expect people just be like, it's always been like
How
this.
did we get to America?
We were just here. A comet hit the Earth. It killed the dinosaurs and we came on that same asteroid. I don't know what to tell you.
You're about to start a new religion, host. Relax.
But just stop saying everything is a social construct, because it is. That's how things work. Things are a social construct because as humans to interact, as Homo sapiens to evolve to the point where we've gotten to, it had to be some sort of social construct. The idea of, what, are you going to argue about the traffic system? That's a social construct. I have to stop on red? No, that's a stupid social construct. It's made up. I don't have to stop. 0 fatalities, people.
Well, now that
A goal we can all live with.
Now that we're talking about fatalities and red lights.
Red light district. Shout out to you guys.
One of my pet peeves is people that rush to a red light. You know what I mean? When somebody thinks they're driving slow for no reason, when there clearly is a red light coming up, and they like flip you off. You know what I mean? And they're like trying to pass you, and then like all the other cars in front of you are like stops, and they slam on their brakes.
Yeah.
Or then like they go way too fast, and you kind of keep it at a decent speed that the light turns green, so you keep going, but now they're like at a full stop. So you beat them with your inertia because you were just cruising.
I like those people because sometimes you can play to your strengths, right? I consider myself, other than when I'm talking about pet peeves, a calm person, right? I'm collected. I'm methodical about things. There was this one guy, he was rushing me, and it was before I was getting on the interstate, and he was like in a hurry. I'm already going the speed limit. I don't have to go fast. You're not going to pay my ticket if I get a fine if I'm going over the speed limit. And the light's already red. Like, you're not going to get on the freeway any sooner than I am. So it splits off into two. He immediately just pulls left, hurries up, and to your point, stops. And then he's not flipping me off, but he's like yelling at me and doing this. And then I just go, I point to the light like it's red, and then I just go, like I cry to act, like show him how much of a baby
Cry
he
me
is.
a river.
And he's like,
he didn't know what to do.
and then he just stopped and he looked forward.
Yeah.
Like maybe I believe in my mind he got what I was getting at.
Yeah.
You weren't going anywhere.
It's
Cry
like,
me a river.
it's like I wasn't being a dick going slow. We're both headed towards a dead end, a freaking red light, dude. You know what I mean?
You can run.
You
I'm
wanna
not
beat
stopping
me?
you.
You can make
cut
yourself
me.
your own dead end.
or
We don't need you anymore. Go.
Or then what happens is like, so you know, he beats you to the red light, right? Because he's in an urge to go, and then you're both stuck at a red light. You're paying attention because you're aware. The light turns green, and then this guy, you know, that beats you. Have you guys noticed like every time that they're like on their phone or something, light turns green, they go like 0 to 60. You know, they just like slam on the gas, dude. Like you can't even see them. You're like, dude. Yeah, it's like we don't need you to make up that much time, dude.
Well, and the
we
thing
just need
is-
you to start rolling again.
And the
dude.
interesting thing is, you can sometimes see people if in a hurry, right? Because I like to try to be a better person by thinking maybe he has a baby on the way, or
Or
her
they're
sister's
late
going to give
or
birth,
something.
or there's
Yeah.
something like really important where I get like, because I get people have to rush sometimes, right? But I'm usually talking about those people that are just like on their phone, texting or whatever, or doing makeup, or just chilling. Like you can tell there's no sense of urgency. Green. Yeah, you're right. Where
they,
are you
they,
going?
they get freaked out that they got, you know, caught like
that or
yeah,
whatever.
like honked
hey,
out. They go, oh, I got caught that
I'm
I
just
wasn't
trying-
paying attention at the lights. So now I'm just gonna whoop.
That's why you need to buy yourself a Tesla.
Gonna go
Like,
100.
hey, just green light. Can you go? Switch out that horn.
I got
for
my eyes,
actual
dude,
words.
huh?
Yeah.
Got the original Teslas right here. Did I just pay attention? Oh.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean, we can leave this for another day, but automated cars freak me out. I don't want that to be our reality. I know it's going to be our reality within a couple decades,
Dude, I wish it was
but I
just
don't want it to be.
tunnels, dude. Like you hop on a pod, fucking go.
Yeah, but then it would be
1,000
kind of
miles an
boring,
hour.
I feel like, you know?
No, not just boring. I'm thinking of like New World Order shit. What if someone decides to hack the grid system and like shut down all the vehicles just because they're bored?
You
happens
can't
all
go
the
anywhere,
time.
Javi.
Some Joker, some chaos.
There are
They need some
teenagers-
chaos in their life. Yeah.
There are teenagers that get recruited to the Pentagon because they can hack into it. Like, so said kid, let's say that kid is bored, like, oh, I'm just gonna shut down all these things, and it could cause car accidents. And even
Everybody's
if it
gonna go
doesn't,
100 miles.
let's
Javi.
just say he somehow gets everyone to stop and no one crashes. But like, you just ruin everyone's day now. That shit freaks me out.
That would be cool.
No, it wouldn't.
R.I.P.
Speaking of rushing, funny enough, my third one is like people at the airport, they have a boarding process on planes, right? And these are people that speak English and probably have traveled more than once in their lifetime. The gate agent will say, "Hey, boarding group A or B or 3 or whoever." And these people decide to just bum rush the gate agent, even though it's not their turn yet, and they know it because it's on their ticket, it's on their phone, and she said multiple times, or he, what boarding section is going on. And so they're sitting there, they're holding up the line because they're
Now
I want to
boarding.
get on. They're like, this is not your turn, you have to wait on this turn. So instead of just going away, they sit just next to that
Yeah,
aisle.
to see if they're gonna change.
Yeah. And some people might walk a little bit further if they're a bit more decent. But the moment like they're ready, you can see they're twitching, and the moment their boarding group is called, they rush the line again, and they try to cut off these poor elderly people that want to get on, or someone who's wrestling with children if they maybe got there a little bit late because they usually allow them to board earlier. It's like, we're all gonna get to the same place at the same time.
And that's gonna
If
take
you're
off at
here-
the same time.
Yeah, you're gonna get on. They're not just gonna leave you like, oh, you know what? You're 30 seconds too late. We have a 5-minute window, and you held it up earlier, so you're staying back now.
Bunch of Macaulay Culkins, dude.
Yeah, just stay in New York. Lost in New York.
Yeah. But let's
But
see.
that irks me so much.
More, or I'm not sure if you were finished.
No, I mean, I guess I just.
You're done.
If you're
or-
ever at an airport, just watch that. It happens all the time. There's no need to be in a rush. Okay, you'll have plenty of time to let you get on board, and you're gonna land at the same time everyone else on the damn plane is.
But then it does feel cool, and you have like you can go first, though. You know what I mean?
Not really.
I don't know.
'Cause
Like
then you have
first
to,
class?
See everybody.
Oh, I mean, if you were first
Wanna
class,
be
but
a
I've never been in first
baller.
class.
So, you You go in there, first class. Who's first class? I always look.
Front of the plane.
I always see, oh, where's the first class people? I want to see what they
The
look
only
like.
time I've been on first class and we just got bumped up for whatever reason, it was just awkward because they have this curtain that was like see-through curtain.
It's
like
a
what the
caste
fuck's the point?
system. Yeah.
The guy from the gym, the old
Yeah.
man was there,
almost like-
naked.
They're almost. They don't even let people up to the front because they're so poor. You can't afford.
Yeah,
first
you can't
class.
go. Yeah, you can't even go to that bathroom. You know what I mean?
My brother was bumped up
What-
once on a full flight, and he kept bragging about it. Right? I'm like, whatever. As a kid, it bothered me because I was like 8 years old and he was 9.
I got
But
first
then-
class.
But then we landed in Puerto Rico, and he's like, honestly, I didn't like it too much. And I go, why? And he says, because the flight attendant was always there, like watching. So it's like I didn't
You
feel like
can't
I could
pick
just
your
enjoy
nose,
it
you can't
because they're just
fart.
like because they have to wait on you on hand and foot. So if he's like peanuts or whatever, they have to bring it to
Peanuts.
you.
Peasants.
Yeah. So he's like, they were just sitting there watching the whole time like a
Just
vulture.
an awkward stare
So he's
off.
like it felt awful. I'm like,
More
I could see
champagne,
that.
sir.
Turned into a staring contest,
Would
dude.
you like more wine? I'm 9.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
we got
You're in
Welch's.
international air.
We got Welch's.
We treat every customer the same, except for those behind you. They're poor.
You see that current?
Everyone behind you is also beneath you.
It's like my family's back there. Well, son, you've been adopted.
You've made it. How does
See
it
them
feel?
say goodbye. Well, I'm gonna go with this one since I switched it up. I'm gonna go with like yes men and women. That are always like they'll agree with anything that you say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, have you ever tried the new Hot Cheetos pizza rolls? Oh, dude, I love it, man. Yeah, I've had them, and they haven't even come out. Oh, they're the best, dude. I love those pizzas. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? It'd be like, hey, you like the this restaurant? Oh, dude, that's one of my favorite restaurants. You know? It's like, hey, what do you think about Mariah Carey? Oh man, I love Mariah Carey. Oh no, I think she's lame. Oh no, actually, yeah, she is kind of lame, dude. I don't really like her. She got divorced from Nick Cannon. You know what I mean?
After
Yeah.
that, she's been trash.
Yeah. So then they're like, oh well, actually, I was kidding. I like her. Yeah, haha, I knew it. I liked her too. You know?
They're pathological liars. is what they
God,
are.
it's like they're just gonna agree with everything you say.
Yeah,
you know?
their need to be accepted is so high that they just can't disagree with you because they'll be afraid that you're just not gonna like them.
And it could be like the weirdest thing that like only pertains to you. You know? That you're like, oh man, I love eating ants as a kid. You know? Oh, dude, you've done that before? No way. I used to do that too. I used to be an ant eater.
It's like you lived in Serbia.
What?
It's all ice. There's no
Yeah, dude,
ants
there's
up
no
there.
ants over there. God, dude. So yeah, those people bug me because they're always like finding. I mean, you could make stuff up and they'd be like, "Oh, yes," you know
So,
what I mean?
Where we worked, Harland, there was a guy that me and Abdiel would call Perro Toro, bulldog, because he just kind of had that gruffiness about him, kind of like a bulldog. And he was that. He would just agree to everything, and he would spin these absurd lies. And we would try to call him out like in a nice way, but he would never have any of it. So Abdiel and I decided we'd make up a movie, we're like B-list movie. I don't remember the title that we gave the movie, but I said it was Will Ferrell, Russell Crowe, Denzel Washington, Andre 3000, and Mark Wahlberg. And all of them have not ever been in a movie together, right? He goes, yeah, I saw that movie. It was really good. It's like, I love B-list movies. It's like, if those 5 people were in a movie, I don't think it would be a B-list movie.
Yeah.
But we let that ride for like several weeks. And that person's, at that time, girlfriend was like, stop being mean to him. I was like, tell him to stop, like, just
He's
believing.
just trying to be
like,
nice to
lying.
you guys.
Yeah.
Then they try to paint him that he's like being nice to you guys,
Yeah.
and that you guys are the idiots.
I'll tell you who it is after this, because I'm not going to release
God,
names.
dude.
But we literally made up a movie, and we kept talking about it as if it were real. And he was just like, yep, that's real. He just kept going with it.
Yep. And next thing you know, they're storming the Capitol, dude. Huh? Taking Nancy Pelosi's podium, bro. He's probably there. Wasn't he the guy with the little head thing, dude?
I mean, he
Dressed
had
up as a
piercings so, and a couple tattoos.
He was dressed up as a bull, dude, over
A bison.
Pelosi's, bro.
That's
Yeah,
he
was a
upgraded.
bison, dude.
He
Yeah.
upgraded.
Pretty sure it was him, dude.
Just a bit more hair and testosterone.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Yeah. Man. What am I on? 5. Last one,
The
huh?
last one.
Really, I can't stand these events where they shut down city blocks on end, like parades of any kind. I don't care what parade it is.
Damn, dude.
Like, knock it off. We don't need. First of all, most of them, if not all, are fairly boring. The ones that aren't boring, okay, maybe they're fun, but why are you shutting down? People have jobs to get to, places to go, houses to get to. You make them walk 7 blocks just because you want to throw some confetti or run 26 miles so you can add another sticker to your collection on your car. No one cares about your stickers. And most of these people aren't fulfilled in life, so they need something to talk about. So they join these parades or marathons or what? All these what?
Yeah, parades are only for kids, creeps.
Just
Why is there adults that are excited for parades?
I don't know. It's
You know?
not fun. You line up on the street for several hours to wait for 20, 30 minutes of worth of parade.
Firefighters, that was cool when you were a kid. You see firefighters, maybe a couple cops.
You get some candy thrown at you.
Yeah, but I don't want to see this like 45-year-old lady that's like, you know, yeah, waving, dressed as a princess. You know, like, dude, what are you? No.
Good. Yeah, it's a waste of time. If you have kids, I get it, but pick a city no one lives in. Go to a rural area. If you don't want to drive to the rural area, I guess it's not worth celebrating.
And there should be kids performing. You know what I mean? Kids should be on the little. What are those
The
parade?
floats.
Yeah, they should be on one of those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're the ones that should be dressed up, dude. I don't want to see a freaking adults. And it's all the Karens all the time from your neighborhood. They're on there trying to pretend that they're nice.
Yeah.
You know they don't got the real, the real moms out there on those parades. They're the ones that are taking their kids. You got all the snobby ones over here that always want the attention. You know?
I've been invited to several of those things,
Oh,
and I just go
dude.
no. And people are appalled. Why? I value my time. That's not entertainment for me. Good luck. I hope you do well. I refuse to go. I'm not going to contribute to blocks of the city, and I don't even know why the city allows these things. I feel like it would be an economic
Hardship.
hardship on
People are getting COVID.
Well, especially
checks after.
like the bigger ones, you know what I mean? That shut
Yeah,
down
well,
all
several
of State
blocks.
Street.
Like the New York one,
Yeah.
one of those, the New Year's, is the Macy's Day Parade, is that one?
It is New Year's, I
Macy's Day
think.
Parade is
Yeah,
a big one,
Macy's
and
Day
then the
Parade.
New Year's. They shut down like all of Times Square.
Like, dude, nobody cares about an inflatable fucking Homer
Snoopy?
Simpson or whatever. anymore,
Apparently,
right?
thousands of people do, but that's
Homer Simpson would be cool, but
Says a
you're in your-
lot.
like,
But I was just trying to make
you just
something up.
inflate him and put him somewhere. You
They
know what I mean?
have, they have planes.
they have
now,
Snoopy.
you know what I mean?
Nobody even watches Peanuts anymore.
Yeah.
Anyone that did is now dead.
Dang, we're pretty close.
Yeah, or they're at the gym, still trying to get home. You know?
They're still trying to dry off.
Yeah, they're still trying to dry it off, dude. Yeah, those people at the gym, dude. So yeah, I do feel like.
Remember when we were forced to like witness parade every fucking year?
Do your parents ever do that? Oh, what's the turn on the parade?
No. I mean,
Oh,
like
by the
out
house?
in front of the house. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
like
couldn't
you
leave
lived
anywhere.
there. You couldn't get away from
Yeah,
it.
we were stuck there for like half a day, right? From
Well, like West Valley?
yeah, the West
But see,
Valley.
that's what I mean. What if you had a medical
a
emergency?
real emergency.
Where you had to drive to the hospital? And like, you can't drive. Why?
They're
we
throwing
have.
walnuts at you. Freaking, you're allergic to nuts, dude.
Dude, you can't even throw candy anymore. You can. It's assault now.
Now you have to Venmo people, dude. You're freaking
Yeah. You
Electronic money here, you
Oh.
know.
Bitcoin, dude.
You just give them certificates, coupons.
Is that where strip clubs are gonna head?
A coupon gun
Yeah, because you can throw a coupon as hard as you want. It's not gonna hurt
for
someone.
local businesses only, dude.
They even like
Fat
build the
cats.
size so you can't paper cut yourself. I've seen it.
Dude.
That's
But-
funny.
Yeah,
It's-
screw parades.
I
man.
hate. Yeah.
I think they're
Parades
going.
or
I think they
marathons.
might be going extinct.
And again,
who
I-
likes parades
I
anymore?
think people are just. They need
Sick of 'em
something
and
to
they're-
talk about.
Yeah.
They
You're just gonna sit there, you know.
much to the stupid questions. These people want to talk, but have no substance to give you. They lack creativity. They lack originality. They lack any sense of imagination. So they just have to do something to be able to talk to you about it, right? Because have you ever known anyone that has done the marathons or parades
The
up to it for many months? That's all they can talk to you about.
Oh, dude, I'm training for my Spartan race, dude. I can't have your pizza.
Which
Oh,
I'm
dude,
fine
I'm-
with those because they're in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know what I mean? Isn't
No,
that
but
no,
that-
no,
he's,
no,
he's
no,
saying
I'm
that
saying,
they
like,
talk about
even-
you. They talk
Oh,
about it for
okay.
like
No.
half the year.
Yeah, like I can talk to you about something
I'm
else.
preparing.
Tell me once, maybe twice, on a rare occasion a third, right?
If I ask,
The first
you know,
time is you tell me, and maybe I forgot, and I don't want to be a bad friend. I don't want to offer you a greasy pizza because you're on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you reminded me the second time. The third time is, oh, today is the day. I'm like, good. Don't talk to me after this about this. I don't want to hear about your Spartan race anymore.
Unless you win that stupid race.
Unless you're spearing people in a
It's a real
phalanx.
Spartan, dude.
Yeah, unless you're in
There's
a
gonna be
phalanx with
fatality.
everyone else.
Everybody's wearing armor.
Then I want to know
casualties,
about that. You can talk about that all the time to me.
blood, guts. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I get
But
it.
like I said, they do drag it on forever, dude.
They
For
just keep
marathons
it
like that.
going. Yeah.
Like, leave me alone, dude.
It's like intermittent.
Obviously, I'm not running. You're not gonna. You know what I mean?
It's like they're intermittent CrossFitters and vegans.
Jesus Christ.
The vegans and CrossFitters, that's all they talk about all the time.
Well,
Most of them. There's anomalies.
the last one for me, which I would probably say is one of the ones that bugs me the most, and I've talked about it before a little bit here. Then we just talked about it 2 episodes ago, but it's free food. Okay, that's my number one. I don't care about your free food. Okay,
Does it look like I struggle
Yeah.
finding food?
like leave me alone. This is not freaking Naked and Afraid. Okay, I don't need your free food. It's always gonna be lame free food. Okay, if it's like free food anywhere, it's like I'm going to a family cookout or something like that, and we don't say, hey, you're coming over for free food. If you have to use the term free food, that means it's garbage.
that means the company's terrible and the food also sucks.
Yeah, if you're just saying, hey, you want to come over for a cookout,
Yeah,
know,
just
we're-
I would love to have you at my
barbecue.
barbecue.
yeah, or even companies like, hey, we're gonna have a company cookout.
We're having a get together. Come on by.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't
it. Food will be
Free
provided.
food, free drinks.
Yeah.
You know, I told you guys, you try to, oh, the Boy Scouts try to lure you. Oh, come retire my flag, you know? We're going to put a pentagon on your chest, and then we're going to, you know, summon the, you know, Joseph Smith, dude. He's going to knock on the door, dude. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, dude, you're going to be inspired. And I was like, no. He's like, okay, well, there's going to be free food. What kind of food? Vanilla wafers and, there's gonna
Charcuteries.
charcuteries.
Dude, David Koresh is going to be there. It's going to be lit.
Yeah.
If you don't get that joke, pull up Waco, Texas incident with the FBI.
But don't pull it up.
No, do it. It's public records. You can read it.
Yeah, so they try to bribe you. Dude, I don't care about your free food. Leave me alone.
No, I like, and I agree. That's a pet peeve of mine too. I didn't think that's a good one. But let's use the opposite side. The reason they say there will be free food is because it probably is effective for them, right?
Yeah,
Let's say they
'cause-
got like a no, and they're like, "There's gonna be free food." Oh, I'll be there. So think of the person that has to hear, "There's gonna be free food now." Now that I know that, I will be making an appearance. That says to me a couple things. Maybe you struggle financially and you're really poor and you can't afford food, and your poverty allows you to be famished. That's kind of sad. I get it. Still, it's weird, right? That nobody else notices you're so poor you can't afford food, but that might be a real problem. That's a sad one. 2, your cooking experience or your experience with food in general is so poor that you've never tasted anything really, really good. So the idea that someone else is cooking for you something that has some substance of flavor really intrigues you. That is also sad, but it's also laughable. No one's stopping you from
Kraft
buying.
macaroni and cheese. You're
Us-
tired of it.
No one's stopping you from buying a $10 spice rack at Smith's or Walmart or wherever grocery, Kroger, Safeway. Take your pick.
Yeah.
And then 3, maybe it's a mix of both. But granted, if you're poor, you probably can't afford good food. But I mean, I know a lot of poor people. I was poor growing up, and our food always tasted really, really good.
Yeah, well, I don't, and we've talked about it. It's a little bit more on the vitamin D deficient community. You know?
I mean, I get it if you live in Ethiopia or a place that doesn't have a lot of general access to food. But if you're in the U.S. and you're not in the poor community,
You can
like
get
poverty,
free food anywhere.
you can go anywhere and get food.
Literally. You know what I mean? You don't even have to have a buddy that says free food. You can just go literally anywhere. You can go to the shelter and get free food.
Dude, panhandlers, some decent ones make like $65K a year.
Easily. And they got
And they don't work in the
benefits.
winters in Utah.
It's a life of luxury if you ask me.
Yeah, full benefits. And by full benefits, it means I don't work and people hand me money. That's full benefits to me.
So yeah, I don't know, dude. Well, I don't know how free food,
Paid time off. They
how
call
free
in
food took
sick.
that turn, dude. Now we're talking about
All those
bumps,
people
dude.
with FMLA, that's what they're doing, dude. God.
But yeah, I don't like people free food. I always know if that's like the worst food that I'm gonna get. Don't invite me. Don't try to lure me. Even if you're like, if you tell me, but there's gonna be free food, I'm never
It's
gonna
not
go
worth
to any
going.
of your events.
It's not worth going.
Just because you like try to for the point you made that you're like, but there's free food, and then that changes your mind. Like if you had to say, but there's free food to me, I'll never go to any of your events. Like it could be your wedding, and I'll remember that you said, but there'll be free food. I'm gonna be like, oh, this guy, shittiest food in this wedding, the worst. I'm not gonna go.
And that says a lot about your marriage too. It's probably not gonna last.
Yep. So I wouldn't even have any hopes. I wouldn't even pay attention to it. Because, dude, when have you gone to a wedding and they're like, there's gonna be free food?
Didn't I tell you
Never.
that for mine?
Huh?
Didn't I say that to you?
No.
Just kidding.
You said dinner will be served, Javi.
Yeah.
Huh? Like a regular person.
Yeah, dinner will be served.
I didn't
Yeah.
even say that. Just to come to the wedding. Obviously, there's gonna
And
be
I didn't
food.
even want to go. Now that we talked about it, go listen to weddings, funerals, and what was it?
I don't remember that.
Don't remember.
And fantasies or something like that, dude. Okay. Freaking this lady selling monkey meat and stuff like that, but
They got like 3-month expired Uncrustables and Velveeta mixed with Kraft mac and cheese. You just dip the Uncrustable in it, dude. Your mouth is gonna have a heyday.
it's for veterans. Hey, this is veteran food. The guy from the gym came over and started eating the food, dude.
People are crying about the molds. Like, bro, that's blue cheese on the Uncrustable. That's gonna add some nice saltiness.
That's for
some
the
nice
texture.
pungence.
Yeah, screw that.
man.
High class, man.
Yeah, screw free food, dude.
The Uncrustables changed to French. Uncrustables.
Free food, just hit me up. Come over to my house. I'll give you a freaking free meal.
Free meal.
Knuckle sandwich out here.
But,
Well, but
that's all for me.
that's all for me.
Do you want me
too.
to give my
Do you
honorable
have-
mentions?
do you have any
I a
honorable
quick
mentions,
list.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So my honorable mentions. People asking questions when it's a brand new movie that you both are going to.
That's
Don't
a
ask
good
me what
one.
the fuck is going on. I'm just as lost as you. Okay.
I just
For the
watched
love
this
of
for the
God,
first time
You're,
too. Yeah.
you're watching it at the movies, at the theater. Oh my god.
Wait, who is this? I don't know. They haven't mentioned the character's name yet. Have you not been watching the same movie?
Who is this Voldemort?
Number 2.
That's a good one.
People who like don't let you talk. Do you guys know what I mean? Like they just
Hey, Javi, what are you talking about, dude?
yeah, kind of like they just like talk non-stop even when people are trying to throw in ideas. I think that is a pet peeve of mine. Like, bro, just chill for like 2 seconds.
When you're trying to throw a word, like,
Yeah, like but you know,
The best thing to do is ignore them. Literally leave. Exit the conversation.
that's a good option right there.
So you take away their power.
My third one is TSA agents. They just have just enough power to fuck up your day. You know what I mean? I think for me it's because I missed a flight because of those fuckers. But that's just one of mine. My fourth one, social media departure announcements. I fucking hate those.
oh, dude.
I will be closing my Instagram.
Due to my mental well-being, it'll be
I need a
best
break.
if I take a break from social
Just
media.
fucking
Bitch.
leave, dude.
I'm
You-
having a technological detox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate those. Like, dude,
It's
just
like,
leave,
dude, you
bro.
got-
I get it. We
you
all
got,
get it.
You got 4 Apple Watches, you know, you got 4 Fitbits, you got a tablet, you got a laptop while you're on your computer. And now you need to announce it to everybody that you need a break just because nobody's been paying attention to you because all you do is post on social media every single day that people are tired of you. So now you want to get attention
By
so
taking a break. You
Yeah,
know,
it usually
it's,
happens
it's like the greatest attention seeking. I think it's like the
Yeah.
ultimatum. I don't
It's
know.
the ultimate like call out. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
it's
hey, like I'm
they
at
say
my
they
ends
never
with-
really miss you till you dead and you gone. So on that note, I'm leaving after this song. It's
Oh.
their way of being like, well, if you guys didn't appreciate me now,
I'm gonna you'll
Yeah.
appreciate me when I'm
And then the next day they'll post something like, during difficult times, it's really eye-opening who fucks with you or who doesn't.
yeah, they're like they're trying to find out what the fuck they're real people ask about.
I don't really have social media other than like Snapchat, right? And for a good reason. I get to be very selective on who I pick on Snapchat. It's very simple. You can kind of basically program what you want and don't want to see, right? Like, so, and I forget that because I don't really have people that do that. But people that like air out their laundry, like who cares? Like, and usually
Start your own podcast or TV show, YouTube, whatever, dude. Just
It's
air
like-
it out there.
it's like,
make
oh,
some money.
It's like someone who's now dated someone, whether male or female, and they either say, "Oh, bitches ain't shit," or "men ain't shit."
shit.
I'm sorry, you have terrible taste in guys or women. How about you evaluate what you're going after and adjust accordingly? No one needs to hear that.
Look deep into
they say
yourself.
some wild shit like that, you know? Bad bitches suck dicks. fake bitches leave you on red. You're like, what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, something so off the wall. It makes you like, hey, can you explain that
Or
one
they
to
post
me?
passive
Like,
aggressive.
what the fuck?
They post passive aggressive things. Like, let's say someone legitimately fucked them over. You don't have to post that. They're like, oh, it's funny how you think someone always has your back, but they truly screw you over. Karma truly is a bitch, and you'll see soon.
Yeah.
Who are you? How about you either tell that person that,
Hashtag.
Have
that's
something
You know who
over.
this. You know who you is.
or if you need some
If the
assistance.
shoe.
Yeah.
All right,
just-
let's wrap up. My last one, Hispanics who you have the thickest accent and they know how to speak Spanish.
We
But
talked
they'll-
about this.
Yeah,
Not on the podcast, but you and
but
I
like
talked
this
about
is
it. Yeah.
this is one of my pet peeves. Like, señor, le estoy tratando de ayudar.
Hey, what you talking to me, amigo?
Yeah, like, ¿cómo le puedo ayudar?
No, I don't speak.
What'd you say?
I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, like I fucking hate that.
Like, and like I said, I try to be a good person. So I think maybe
think
they
we all
just
try
want
to
to
be.
practice English, but just tell me that, like, and just in Spanish.
Yeah,
Quiero
like,
tratar
hey,
de aprender en inglés. Me puede ayudar a hablar en inglés. Okay, I'll speak English to help you out. Like, I get that. That's fine. I'll
Yeah.
do that. But if you're just
You're trying to be
100%
nice.
avoiding the fact that you also speak Spanish, you're now rejecting that part of you, and that irritates me.
yes. So
I agree with that one too.
So that was it. That was my top 5 honorable mentions.
Dude, that social media one was good, huh?
That social media, that was
Hashtag
such a big one.
2021, ready to suck some dicks.
No,
What? You're gonna live it up?
hot girl summer.
Yeah.
Hot girl all year 2021.
Yeah. All right.
Damn.
Well,
Well,
that's it. Eaters Digest.
Eaters
Host Beefy.
Digest, host,
Javi,
Guys, take care.
peace.
thanks for listening.